So another way to cut foam, cheap bandsaw from Home Depot. Have it at a 45 or so, blocked it off and sprayed some silicone on it so it doesn't bind. Power it on, follow the line. Another magical foam cutting tool that I just found. Don't know why I didn't find it 20 years ago. It's from Milwaukee. It's for construction insulation. It's pretty much sharp as a razor blade. Mark this here. I find that knife pretty amazing. Milwaukee! Sometimes shaping. So if I want to take a little bit of this edge off, works fantastic. This thing actually works pretty good. You gotta be careful of your fingers, and you don't want the foam to get sucked down in it. So see that nice round edge? Looks pretty good, huh? You can also shape it this way. So I got that little radius, and I'm gonna let you watch it get sucked in. Which it didn't want to get sucked in, but good shaper. Another couple foam sanding tricks. This is like I think call them Sureforms. They're really coarse, but they work good as, taking really good tool. They do have a handle, I think. Sometimes it's better without it. The other one is called Dragon Skin, I think. I've tried this for, I don't know, probably going on 30 years. Home Depot used to carry it. I don't know if they still do, but these work great. Yeah. See, it comes off. Sometimes you use it without the handle, but the handle is nice. Same thing, it's like a nice radius corner, dragon skin, Sureform or something else. I don't know, but this is what it looks like. It's kind of like a file, but it's like really coarse and it has openings. Another thing probably used for a million years is the regular razor blade. You hold it just perpendicular to your straight edge of the foam. It comes off nice and clean. Remember, sometime you'll see like the foam actually destroys a blade pretty quick, so you might want to change it over. The other thing is, I don't use a handle. Maybe you could. These come with a handle, but I like these because they're longer. So on a 1-inch piece of foam, you can kind of get down single cut. So super nice and square. Again, wish I found this a long time ago. This thing's freaking rad. But with all these things, this, and this, do not cut your fingertips off. It is so easy to happen. You gotta make sure either you're, just far enough back. Don't put it anywhere near that, especially with this one. You're a little more control with the short ones, but I'm telling you, either you could throw a weight on here or something, but just keep your fingers away. You will cut your fingertips off. So here I've got some more foam to cut. I just wanted to show you this stuff. I get it from Ronco and Silmar. Silicon, what does this say? You can read it there if you want. I like this stuff. So I like to spray a little bit on the surface, a little on the blade. Maybe a little bit on the foam if you want. Makes it cut easier. You just got this is your throat or throat. I don't know, probably both. Right there I got 9 inches, so the longest I could do would be 9 inches. So that's the only thing you got to worry about. And then the height wise, you got about maybe 5, but this thing tapers. But it's great. And then I made a puzzle piece. See, now it fits right in there. See? Made a puzzle. So what do you think about that? Pretty cool, huh? Okay, so my other foam cutting thingamabob is this Bosch 1575A foam knife. I probably got this like in the 90s, and I think they're hundreds of dollars. It's a 12-inch blade. That big trigger, see the thing's missing, but still works. I usually spray it with silicone. Just a minute ago, I actually shot a little bit into the motor, like whatever, but I shot some down here, and it burst into flames. But luckily, I turned it off, and I blew it out. It was kind of crazy, so don't spray this in there. I would just spray it on the blade. Okay, I've never really loved this thing. I mean, I know the blades get dull and you gotta replace them, but you can get cut, but it doesn't, I don't know, it's sort of safe. Let me see, is this even aimed here? Yeah, so sometimes like this, I dragged on the table a little bit, but look, it's just kind of horrible. I think a razor blade works better. I got to bevel these off, and I was going to use this, but I don't know. Really? Maybe my blade's just dull. I know a lot of people use those electric bread knives. I always thought it looked a little freaking cheap, like you don't have any money and you don't know what you're doing and you're not professional. But I could be wrong. This thing's not great. Maybe the bread knife is better. It's horrible. But your choice. I'd use a razor blade or that Milwaukee knife. So yeah, I just used the Milwaukee knife to cut this off at more than a 45 because that's going back into the seat back. But I'm going to go down to this side. And I'm just cutting down an inch. I was just holding this here along with that thing in here. I think that looks 1,000 times better. Just saying. So I cut this with a Milwaukee knife, and it's a little rough, but it was pretty easy. And I'm just going to take my dragon skin. And do a little shaping. This is the back, so it doesn't really matter a whole bunch anyways. I got rid of those ridges, and boom! Much nicer than that stupid Bosch foam knife. But again, had an old blade. I don't know. This knife is freaking awesome. Buy one. It's like $16, I think.